Good morning, everyone. It's crunch time. How is everyone this morning? Maybe I should pull up chat so I can see.
Hi, I'm here too.
Hi.
How's it going? Hey, guess what?
I brought your stuff up.
Oh, do you know what today is?
I mean,
You have any idea?
no. Thursday?
That is true. I was curious if you knew what specifically today was.
Besides Thursday?
No. Today, apparently there's a Nintendo Direct. It's a Nintendo Direct, Smau! No, some of you have it right. Today is the 2-year breakfast stream anniversary.
Oh, that.
And like not only breakfast stream, but also like just streaming.
You know what I'm excited about this morning?
What?
My Hobonichi order shipped.
Oh, it's fair. That's something to be excited for.
Hopefully it'll be here next week, because the Mother Project stuff was here in a week, so.
It'll probably come pretty quick. So the direct is out. All right, folks, it's going to be very hard. But
Don't spoil the direct.
we haven't seen the direct.
We didn't know about it yet.
We didn't know about it. So if there's a direct, I know it's going to be hard because in your body, you will have all of this pent-up Mario energy and you're going to go, just don't. Just don't. Please do not spoil. I know mods showed up at the breakfast stream and they're like, all right, just a nice relaxing breakfast. Oh, God.
I put my contacts in this morning, and they were fine, and now they are burning. Is it because it's too bright up here? Like,
No. Cordis, and I also saw some other people asking if we clean the floors. So, breakfast. I don't have everything completely cleaned, but did I start working on it? Yes. It's not to where I am satisfied with it, but did I make progress? I did. So, I'm proud of myself for
doing some of it.
doing some of it.
I mean,
but there is still a little left to do.
There's definitely half as many cables, so.
It has been started. It has been started. That's not good enough for people. Okay. Well, if you knew what my last 2 days were like, if you had any idea what my last 2 days were like, I promise you'd understand. But it started and it makes me feel a little bit better. There's also been a lot of work on migrating things over to the iMac, and that's been going well because people don't even know that like the last, well, I guess the next 2 vlogs and then also one of the vlogs that have come out like were edited on the iMac, so like things are happening there.
We also fully cleaned up our bedroom floor and did all the laundry.
Okay.
So we did all the laundry, so that's all done.
We did do that, that's true. So, Brandon asked if we had any compatibility issues. No, everything's been fine. Last night before bed, I was getting into bed. And at any point, I have like all these different things going on in my head. I'm thinking about a million different things. And it occurred to me that Friday is the first 20 with RPG Maker. So as a result, I needed to take that stream and re-export it without the countdown timer at the beginning. And I remember that right before bed. And I was like, man, I need to I need to do that. So I did. It was great. Anyway. Most controversial is the fork clean. You must have come in just a minute too late. It's mostly clean. I started it. And that's exciting.
I mean, some of the stuff is leaving today when you see Roland. Like those white boxes.
I'm probably gonna hold on to those.
Wow.
In case I need them. But yeah, we'll see Roland today. That's exciting. We didn't see him last week, so. Do we need a George Gas emote thanks to this month's Disown? I hope everyone enjoyed Disc Only. When was that? What day was that? Was that Monday? Or was that Tuesday? Was that Tuesday? Tuesday! Tuesday.
It's always Tuesday.
So it is. It went well. It was funny. Several says it was fun. You... I mean... I was excited about all of the art that was coming out of it, but Sephiroth drew me as a chia pet.
That was phenomenal. That was a great idea.
And I was like, I'm fine with this. I also like being a cactus.
Thomas said, it's always Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Well, then I better see an Instagram update from Thomas of Rachel Tuesday.
Guess what, everybody? Tuesday. Ah. That was my interpretation of Thomas. If you're not following Thomas on Instagram, that very specific thing is what you're missing. Every Tuesday, he zooms into a Rachel Ray poster. And he's been doing it for like 2 years. And like, I'm not over or underselling this at all. That is exactly 100% it. So. Satsy, yes. God, everyone's asking. I did. I started. Starting undersells that though. I've done about half.
Yeah.
I didn't finish. But I did about half. But I've been so busy in doing other things, so it's going well. It's going well. And like it's gonna all be done. I started the process, so Grandpa's feeling attacked. I really thought I was gonna have more personal time in the last 2 days.
To be able to do that.
And like I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm looking ahead at today, and I'm freaked out. I'm like, oh my god, there's too many things to do. Oh crap. So it's really great that Nintendo's like, I have a direct today, and I'm like, I'm really busy, Nintendo. It's fine. It's fine. It will all get done. But my goal, the most time-consuming thing is just to make sure that all the first 20 stuff comes out tomorrow, because generally that's Dan's thing. But this is my thing, so I'm just trying to make sure it's gonna happen. And like, I really thought I was gonna have more time. StephenGeorge.txt. Like currently, like the iMac is still exporting out that video.
Well, it better finish so you can upload it.
Oh, it will. It's mostly done. Love it. I love it. Let's read some alerts. Let's do that. Keep people's minds off of any other events that are currently going on at the moment. We have 12 months. That's a clap for Twitchy Toast. Thank you, Twitchy Toast.
Hi, bud.
17 months from Goombario. 15 months from Sparks, who says, I can't believe it's already September and there's only 4 months left of 2020. Also, I hope Steve had a great birthday on Tuesday. Love y'all. They did. My parents rode up to Southport just to get out of the house. There's some areas up there to just, like...
sit by the water.
Yeah. Like, it's very peaceful.
Hi, bud. Come here.
You coming up?
He is.
Okay. Come on. All the way.
Oh, there's too many cables. They are concerning.
That's a coffee, honey. Squinty Keppy.
Come here.
Make some choices.
Make a choice.
Make some
choices. Make the right choice.
Come on, buddy.
Come on. You're fine. Oh, buddy.
Oh, okay. Trying to make sure it doesn't fall. That was smooth, cat. I don't know how
Hi.
you did that. It's impressive. Hi. Anyway, so yeah, they rode up and they actually brought us back a little treat that we had last night. We didn't know. We'd put it in the fridge and we hadn't checked it. And it was one of them, it was a cannoli, and then...
It was like a mini pie.
Like a mini pie of some sort. It was really good. Oh, and they brought back... obviously, we're not trying it this morning because we're still working our way through the zucchini bread, but they brought back a jar of chocolatey strawberry jam. What that tastes like, I have no idea, but we'll probably find out maybe next week on Breakfast Stream, because that's a very odd combination to me. But I guess it works, because, like...
Chocolate-covered strawberries?
Chocolate-covered strawberries are a thing, but, like, as a jam, that's very different. Find out next week. 24 months, 2 years. From Tachi Gamer 96, 2 years of early morning toast. Thanks for the streams, guys. Happy to do them. Happy and happy to force ourselves to wake up in the morning also. 11 months from Uchi Plays. It says, hey, look, another month of crunch. Thanks, grandparents. No problem. 8 months from Courtney D. Smith with just a heart. 9 months from Van the Tokamon. It says, hello, it's been 9 months and y'all have been the best. You're welcome. We're trying. We got a sub from Willie Joel. I love that name. Willie Joel 345. New bits from Danny6 who says, I'm picking up where I left off on the journey. One of the vlogs mentioned Rooftop Run, so naturally I had to listen to it again, and hot dang, the song is so good. It's one of my favorite video game tunes. I mean, all of the music in the Sonic franchise is just incredible. Consistently incredible, even when the games themselves are hot garbage. The music's always great. But Rooftop Run is the best, subjectively, Sonic song. And one of my favorite video game tunes. It just gets you pumped up. Just be careful when it comes on while you're driving. I have sped, allegedly, when that song comes on in the car. It's very good. 300 bits from Ambi Walsh. Breakfast stream comes at a good time, dealing with a lot of stupid at work today. On another note, I hope there's a chameleon power-up in the next game about our favorite super cousins. That way Big Friend could say, you're a lizard, Barry. Maybe. Life's full of surprises, as I continually find out. Let's see, we got 300 bits from Dark Overorder. Says, remember to draw Steven's plant sonas, everyone. Also, good morning. Yeah, I realize that out of context makes no sense. But again, disc only has some level of clarification. I don't want to talk too much about that for spoilers, but then also because the beginning part of that conversation is not family friendly.
Yeah.
Disc only got one of them little E's next to it. Not E for everyone. E for explicit. The show, I feel like the show's actually fairly clean.
Fairly.
I feel like it's fairly clean.
Fairly.
To be honest. Like, it's, maybe not let your 5-year-old listen to it, but I feel like for the most part, it's actually pretty clean. But I'm fairly clean in it. It's really John. You gotta watch out for John. You know it's not Jared. Jared's legally not allowed to say anything worse than frick. It's like a legal obligation. I think he signed a contract at some point, somewhere. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Tom occasionally, but mostly it's John. So I'm somewhere in the middle, down here. I don't know. Maybe Triple X would be more fitting, right? Yeah, for all the wrong reasons. Basically. 22 months from Kami. It says, 22 months, where's the time gone? Hope you have a good morning. Still feeling sick, but watching y'all makes me feel better. Thanks. I hope you start feeling better.
I hope Kepi helps.
Kepi certainly will help. 1,000 bits from Big O Shen. Thank you, Big O. Who says, I am Dan. I'll link to the Talk About Wikipedia page, and I like breakfast burritos. Hold on. Did I do? Are you me? Am I you? Also, what year is it? Is this 10 years ago? 12 months from Aldo. He says, happy non-consecutive 12-month anniversary, grandparents. I know Mao has mentioned Mineko's Night Market a few times, so I wanted to know if there are any other games you guys are looking forward to that aren't getting a lot of attention.
There's a game I saw a trailer for a while ago that I follow on some social media platform, and the trailer looked so good, but I haven't seen any news for it.
I have a feeling I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the deer game?
Yes.
I just knew.
Way to the Woods?
That sounds right.
That sounds right.
Chat will help. Oh, Spiffle says Way to the Woods is so cute, but it's Way to the Woods, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Because there's it's like a cell shaded thing, and like there's a part where you're like walking through like a highway tunnel or something.
Train tunnel.
Yeah, train tunnel or something. Yeah. I don't think I really have anything for me that I can think of. I don't know. I haven't done a great job of keeping up with
anything.
With anything.
Yeah.
Just I think conceptually like this year. But
oh, are we done? We're suddenly done.
You went over here? Yep. We each get a turn. So that's fine.
Spiffle says I typed that before you said it. Clearly that trailer made an impression.
So here's the thing, like so many games, I'm just gonna smash the game industry here. So many games end up looking the same. I've played a lot of them, and it's not that the games themselves are bad, but like a lot of the concepts are so similar. I have played, like just on First 20, I've played so many Metroidvanias. I've played so many roguelites, and like so many of them are very, very similar. And again, it's not that any of these games individually on their own with their own merits are bad, but when something comes along that looks different, then you're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, Skaza says, safe sells. I mean, yeah, but also I think to some extent, indies are the ones that are willing to take these sorts of risks. You know what I mean? So like you're never gonna see a big company do like a super crazy thing. I mean, I guess you can't say never, but let's say rarely. But you can see indies do some really crazy stuff sometimes. So whenever I see a trailer like Way to the Woods, because I remembered that one too, it sticks with you a little bit. So yeah. Anyway. I don't have any games to mention. Maybe I will after.
I was excited for Moon RPG to come out because it was something when I heard they were finally working on it again, I was excited for and I followed. And then all of a sudden it was like, here it is.
Moon is something that I knew of.
I knew of it when I did all the research before we started Chulip.
Oh yeah,
because I did a lot of research on.
It's Love to Lick.
Yeah, Love to Lick's games.
Yeah, I knew about Moon like from the early 2000s, like when I was still on like Starman.net as a kid. And it's always been one of those things where it's like, oh man, that's a weird RPG that I'd probably really like because I like weird RPGs. Hopefully I get a chance to play it at some point. I read an article recently about how the game, because of its era, because it's like late 90s, it expects you to read the manual. And like if you're playing the game, you will not understand what's happening fully. Like you won't understand exactly how to play the game, so you have to read the manual. So they put the manual out as a PDF or something. So you were on Starman.net, that famous Earthbound dating site, as a kid? I was. I was way too young for a dating site, but there I was. It worked out. 4 months from White Wolf, who says, woohoo, 4 years. Wait, it's still 2020. 4 months.
Satsy says, we all were.
6 months from Ice and Fire 2114, double plus. Single Plus, 3 months from Charhutch97. Good morning. Am I 38 weeks pregnant and eating pumpkin pie for breakfast? Yes. Yes, I am. There's no other way to start this morning.
I agree. That's great. Pumpkin pie for breakfast.
My mom told stories about whenever she was pregnant, she would have Dad go out and bring home a dozen donuts, and then she would just eat them, like all in like a single sitting. And one of her friends actually started calling her Debbie Donut because she would just eat an entire thing of donuts. And I'm like, man, I love donuts. I was like, I don't have to be pregnant to eat a dozen donuts. I'll just steamroll a dozen donuts, man. Especially if they're Krispy Kreme hot glazed donuts, where really, like, you just barely apply it to your mouth and it just melts inside. It's so easy to just keep putting them in. You gotta be careful with those, specifically. Sorry. Getting the donut sweats, thinking about donuts. Whew.
Someone mentioned how many couples has Starman.net got together.
Oh, we did the math on it once, but
there's been more since then.
Yeah, I
know of
stopped
at
counting.
least another one that was like in the last couple months.
We stopped counting.
Yeah.
We were the third marriage after Reed and Camille,
Mado and
Poe, Heidi and Clyde. We were the third, and then we kept keeping track
for a while.
We kept keeping track for a while.
I would say it's almost up to 10 by now.
It's past 10.
Yeah.
I think it's past 10. And then what is her name? Shannon and Clary. Shan Murphy, who does like art, is an old Starman.net person, and just got engaged.
Yeah, they were the ones I was just thinking of.
Shan and Clary Monster, thank you, Satsy. Yeah, they just got engaged. So they're not married yet.
I think
but
I saw it on their
planning
Twitter, someone's Twitter.
Yeah.
Brandon said, "Who made your cake topper?" Camille did. Reed's wife.
Yeah. And she still does like art stuff like that occasionally.
She just did a shadow box for Mario Odyssey of the Day of the Dead world.
Yeah.
And it was so
incredible.
Cool.
And like she steps away from doing art every once in a while and then comes back to it. Oh God. This is a duet, so why even plan? All right, let's go.
Your favorite thing is donuts.
I love to go.
Donut Man is the best around.
Say, give me the dough.
We'll sometimes drive there at midnight.
I also need the nut.
They're open 24/7.
But if you go there in the mornings, they're not as fresh as later on.
I mean, they're fresh at 7 a.m. They're not fresh at 2 a.m.
Well, I've taken you to the airport at like 4 a.m.
And they're not as good.
I like how earlier in the show I was like, but the conversation we had in Discontinuity was not family friendly, and then my line is, I need the nut! Good music background for that, by the way. I need the nut!
Is a wedding processional coming in? Maybe. Like, what is this?
That was 5,000 bits from Mr. Game Boy 18. Scarfing down oh so many donuts. That's what you think that we're talking about. There's subtext there. Oh, God, Danny. Oh, Lord. No.
I can't have any peanuts.
You can't have any nut?
Just peanuts, Steven.
Your mouth! Shut! Don't sing! Where's your wedding ring? You don't want to be married to the guy who shouts about nuts! Huh, you know, after the first song, I was like...
Satsy's right, you did tell me to shut.
It was just it was a rhyme with emotion. It didn't mean to actually shut. Anyway, I wasn't sure that the first song could get worse. It could. Even Kepler left. Wow.
Bye, Kepi.
Jump down onto the floor.
The real Jasmine says, I miss the quality of life I had before I heard that.
That's very funny. That is a very funny one-liner. Wow, Brandon, I've never wanted to go into work early until now. Wow. Mr. Gamer says, Danny, we are a team. Give him the old one, too. Those 5,000 bits from Danny X6 who says, you need the nut. Hashtag family friendly. No regrets. 8 months from Keldio60. Thank you. 500 bits from Gamer Girl says, morning, Stephen and Mal. Just thought I'd say hi because I'm currently on vacation in Seattle. Enjoy. Seattle's a beautiful city. It rains sometimes.
But it's so much cooler than it is here.
But it's a beautiful and I'm gonna use the word modern.
Yeah.
Modern city? I guess that's a good word for it. I really like it. There are reasons I wouldn't live in Seattle. But I like to visit. I like to visit. Biggest reason? It's expensive.
It's expensive.
The cost of living is really cheap here comparatively.
Yeah.
10 months from I'm Robot 88. Just a little Kep emote. 500 bits from Ivar says, good morning, grandparents and chat. So I got sick yesterday, just a cold and a little fever, but because of the policy of the company I'm doing the internship at, I have to take a coronavirus test tomorrow. All my colleagues have been sent home, and they can't get back until I get the results. Let's hope for the best, and greetings from the Netherlands. I mean, on the plus, at least the company's taking everything seriously to make sure everything is good and everyone stays safe, so that part's good. The coronavirus test isn't particularly pleasant. I don't know from experience, but that we've known a few people now that have had them. But it's brief.
Yeah.
So, I figure anyone can go through anything if it's quick.
Our friend who had one, their advice was sit on your hands.
Yeah. Just so you don't instinctively punch the person doing it. Basically. Let's see, we got 23 months from Saibi, who says, huzzah! 11 months from Platinum Pikachu. 1 month to go until collapse. I'm currently experiencing a first, eating hot cross buns in September. What a strange year 2020 has been. Also, Disc Only the other day was great. What a wild ride that was. We promise rides. Wild ones. We are going too long, though. We are going too long. Like, it was an hour 40, and we had originally decided an hour, and then we're pushing 90 minutes so easily. And that's fine, but we need to have a hard cutoff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start telling Dan, Dan, when we're at 85 minutes, like...
You need, like, the light in the back of the auditorium for, like, stand-up comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the thing is, we could talk for 3 hours, but we shouldn't.
Yeah.
We shouldn't talk for 3 hours. It should...
And if we didn't have other obligations, I feel like after Disc Only was over, you guys would just sit and chat and keep talking, like, after the stream was done.
Yeah, we were talking the other night, and
yeah.
I was like, I haven't had dinner. I gotta go eat dinner. So, not... That's the one thing we gotta work on, but everything else is going well. Talk for 3 hours. Well, just watch 3...
Chaz.
Just watch 3 of them back to back.
Chaz's motto, restrictions breed creativity.
Not wrong. It has actually been very helpful in the past, so.
I need to get some water.
Sure.
Because I am very, very warm up here.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay. I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere.
You can't. You are stuck.
I mean, I could. 500 bits from Cal 2020 says, no spoilers for the direct, but Banjo and Smash! On that note, if you're coming in late, just as a quick FYI, there apparently was a direct that was dropped on us out of the blue today. We ask kindly that you do not spoil it for our sake and also the sake of the other viewers. So please no spoilers. If you do drop a spoiler or even a suspected spoiler, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that that Chaz will time you out for like some amount of time. So, you know, just don't. Brandon says, it's happened. Yeah, I saw, like, I haven't seen any information, but I've seen a few times on the thing where it's like, timed out for this time, timed out, and I'm like, I mean, he will do it. After breakfast stream is over, Mao and I will catch the direct, because I'm looking forward to it. Especially because I'm assuming that it's longer than like 3 minutes. And if it's longer than 3 minutes, as Silent Companion asked, will there be a reaction video of it? Yeah, I'd say we'll almost certainly do something if it's only a few minutes long. So I'm looking forward to seeing whatever it is. It's exciting. 15 months from Epic DXX. Thank you, Epic. 20 minutes? Okay, yeah. I had to figure if it was a solid direct, like a real one, it was going to be pretty lengthy, and that's good. So Mao and I will watch it after. Let's see, we got 4 months from Danny T. Let's see, it says, it's been a busy August, and even though it's going to be busy with moving back to uni next week, I'm happy to be back. It's good to have a change of scenery, too. That's another big thing. It's just being able to have something else to look at. It's one of the reasons why I want to take a drive. Maybe we'll go to Southport. We'll go to Southport and we'll just like chill for a little bit.
It's possible. There's somewhere I want to go.
What's that?
So our beach here in Myrtle Beach, like the entire Myrtle Beach area, the beach is all hotels and like rental houses. So it's like not natural because there's just houses and hotels all the way along the beach. There's a place right up in North Carolina that we can walk where there's no houses, or down like near Huntington State Park.
Yeah. Where
there's obviously no houses in the state park.
Yeah.
Like those would be cool too.
We don't have to go super far away. There's stuff to see and walk around and do stuff here, so. Anyway.
Brandon says, when I'm free, beaches are way too busy. The ones by you, there's some that aren't too far that are really cool. That shouldn't be busy, because they never were when I went.
I just remember being in the lake.
Oh, and you thought it was cold?
It was funny. We went with a large group of people, and we were in, what was it, Lake Michigan?
Yeah, we were down in Indiana, though.
Wow, still, Lake Michigan. And everyone was so excited about Lake Michigan, and I was just thinking, as someone who is from a beach, this is not even remotely close to the same thing.
It was like July, and Lake Michigan was like, all of us who were from that area were like, this is great, and Stephen's like, this is freezing.
And also, like, the whole experience is just a little different. It's not bad, but it's not. I would rather be in an ocean. I guess if you're landlocked, you gotta take what you can get, and that means taking a lake. But I prefer the ocean. Let's see, we got 300 bits from Gold Mage. There's the sea lions and their allies were traditionally classified in the taxonomic order Pinnipedia. However, today most zoologists believe they belong to the order Carnivora, which includes bears, cats, mysteries, dogs, and others. Mystery is my favorite animal. Sea lions and their allies are broken into 3 families. It is possible that sea lions, family Otaridae, and walruses, Odobenidae, originated from bear-like ancestors, while seals, Bosidae, are more closely related to otters. Huh. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. You know, as time goes on, we learn more and more about things. Here's the Breath of the Wild. Okay.
Steven is really nervous.
Yeah, it really stinks.
There's lots of things in Breath of the Wild
that try to kill Link.
He is really anxious.
He's always running, scared.
Steven screams a lot when we play.
At least we haven't seen a bear. Oh, hi-dee, die-dee, 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 die. Dee, die, dee, die. I don't know if there's actually bears in Breath of the Wild, but if there are, oh god. Coffee. Bears are consistently one of my greatest fears in Bethesda games, actually. Also, that song came out pretty well compared to Nuts. 5,000 bits from Mazel with an E who said, sing about fears of Breath of the Wild.
Someday I'm just gonna dump my water on you.
Frosty said, yet. Oh no. I can't wait till we get to the bear camp. The bear camp was my favorite part of Breath of the Wild. You don't even have to be afraid of bears because there's so many huge things. Lionel is definitely scarier than a bear. IMO. 300 bits.
You don't know that yet. Or at all, because we still have no idea. Sparks, nothing beats the broom closet ending.
Thank you. Thank you for picking up on the voice I was going for there. There's a different word I was looking for. I can't think of the word. 300 bits from Aldo512 with the Sing Rain. We get the sub from Isaac. Welcome. 300 bits from Corke. Oatmeal tip. Did you know quick cooking oats that have an obscure set of instructions that will make the oatmeal creamy? You just add the oats and water at the same time and bring to a boil together instead of heating the water first. It comes out much softer and has a creamy texture. Was blown away when my mom revealed this was how her oatmeal always tastes so good. That is literally how I've always made oatmeal.
Quick cooking oats are different.
Oh, okay.
We get instant.
Okay.
Ours are the packets. That's like different stuff.
Ours feel creamy. Are there more ways?
Well, there's like quick oats, and then there's like the regular oats, which take a while. But I've never done anything other than the oatmeal packet heated up in the microwave with water or milk.
I've only started eating oatmeal in the last year. Is that reasonable?
Do you think you could eat it cold? Like if I made you overnight oats? Okay.
No, not a chance. Not a chance. We've had long discussions on Breakfast Stream about me and cold food. Most food has to be hot. Even food that most people will consume cold, I'm like, eh.
Oh, Steel Cut's another one. Thank you, Tyler. Steel Cut's good.
Don't forget that I'm also the same person that has heated avocado toast, which caused a great deal of concern on Breakfast Stream. So, you know, it's a whole thing. Even salsa. Okay, not salsa. Salsa can be chilled. But sometimes I do get things wrong. 8 months from Vest Digital Media. I just walked into the stream to hear a song about nuts, and I wasn't surprised by it. What is my life? If you're not surprised by it, it just means that you've been here before. I feel like I should be surprised by it. I should look back and be like, what happened to my life? 5 months from OA is my name. First time here this early. Hello from Calgary.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning in Calgary. Place that I hope to visit someday. You know, when we can cross international borders again.
Yeah.
I gotta go see John. I gotta go.
I want to go to
John Cave.
I want to go to the national parks there.
Oh, is there a nice national?
Oh, it's so
parks?
cool. I was talking to our Make-A-Wish family, and they've gone there before, and they were talking up highly that area. And Carly was supposed to go this fall, but stuff happened.
It's fair. Busy Kick said, even Sorrel? Sorrel is supposed to be consumed cold. If I heated my Honey Nut Cheerios, I think I'm supposed to be taken to prison. I think it's on the box, actually. It's like, if you heat these, you have to go to jail. Oh, God. A duet where you two just aggressively compliment each other.
Your hair is really fluffy.
You are really cute.
Your eyes are brown.
And you're smart to boot. But I'm better at rhymes. And anytime I'd love to hear your next verse, but you don't seem to have one now.
I'm just good at stating facts. Your hair is brown. Your eyes are brown.
My favorite compliments are when people tell me things that everyone else can see about me. Wow. That's really great. You have a face? What? Anyway.
I like your face.
That's a compliment! Which you may not have known is different from stating an objective fact.
But I like those objective facts about you.
Renee has the perfect line for what your next thing would have been. You are very tall. Do, 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 do.
We were talking in Discord last night about height, and people were talking about how they'd like to go to Japan because they're closer to my height and things are within reach. And I was like, that's Haley's favorite part. And then we got on a discussion of how tall Haley is versus like the rest of the Stephen and Friends group. So I had posted a picture of that we took at the eclipse.
I am 19 inches. Is that 19 inches taller?
Than
Yeah,
Haley?
I am 19 inches taller than Haley. If you've never heard of it like in that perspective, that gives you an idea.
I also posted
considerably taller.
Picture from our wedding.
Brandon has the photo if you want to show. Yeah, that's fine. Let's show it. People love show. Shout out to Wizard Chaz. Yeah, so Haley's there in the center, and you probably can find me. This is a really good height comparison. If anyone wanted to know how tall are the Stephen and Friends group,
Thomas says, that's my yard. Aw.
that's a really good way of quickly knowing how tall everyone is.
Brandon, do you have the one I posted after? Yeah.
Show.
There.
I haven't seen that picture in a long time.
And that's Carly here, and then Lindsay
On the other side.
here.
Thank you. Yes, me, Lindsay, Haley, and Carly. So yeah, if you've ever wanted to know what the height differences were,
Mine like
those
says,
are it.
Carly is a tall girl. Yeah, Carly's taller than me. She's in the eclipse picture.
Steven in a suit wearing sandals is the most Steven thing I've ever seen. Correct. I've talked about that. I prefer sandals. I like to wear sandals. I wore them at our wedding.
We were on the beach. The sand is so messy.
And I wore them at Thomas's wedding, which was not at the beach wedding.
Who was Haley next to in the eclipse photo? I'm on her left in the dress, and Nikki's on the right, holding Lily.
Yeah, Austin. And Will is in it, too, in the back.
Yeah.
There's a lot of folks there. That was a good day. I highly urge everyone to watch that vlog. It's a great vlog. It's good, it's wholesome, it's exciting. We go to Thomas's parents' house, but Thomas isn't there. It felt a little weird, but his family made us feel at home. It was fine. Also, I never said thank you for the 5,000 bits from Always My Name, who asked for that aggressively complimenting duet, which was fun. I'm glad to learn that your favorite thing about me is that my hair is brown. Also, 5 months from Always My Name, it says, oh wait, I read that.
You didn't click it, and then
I
that
didn't click
came through?
it. There just another one came up. Mm-hmm. His hair is so short in that vlog. Yeah. Oh, there's another 2018 vlog coming out today. It's technically, for those who are willing to click a few extra buttons, it's actually out now. But it'll be officially out and sent to sub boxes like today. Today. And is it weird? It's weird, man. It's gonna keep being weird. It's gonna keep being weird. I saw enough people asking for beans that y'all can have beans. It's bean time. Thank you again to patrons for the support. We appreciate it. And have beans. Have beans. Mr. Deathkill says, who are the two visitors? You have to watch and find out. It's a mystery until you check it out yourself. 300 bits from Danny X6 that says that, oh god, Danny, right before the song was everything I needed this morning. Sometimes I say things and then in the back of my head I just think, oh no, Danny's gonna make me sing about this now. And then like about 85% of the time I'm right. My fears are not unfounded. We got 23 months from Ryu. Appreciate it. Almost 2 years. 300 bits from Mazel. He says, good morning. I know you kind of have to listen to news and rumors and things like that, but what do you actually think of rumors? Personally, I think they're hype killers because it ruins the surprise. It depends heavily. It depends heavily. I just had an epiphany on this. I read Mac rumors every day because I'm really curious about
that.
I'm really curious about what Apple is planning to do, and I'm also the same way with cameras. I read camera rumors because these are things that I'm going to, potentially purchase, whether it be like a new phone or a new camera. So like knowing about that sort of thing ahead of time to try and formulate early opinions of what I could want to purchase informs my purchase decisions. However, when it comes to video games, I don't like personally, I don't really like rumors. Or I don't mind rumors so much as leaks. They're kind of separate things. I don't read leaks at all. Because that's where you've passed a rumor and you're into like this is a thing that's happening. I really like and that's why we try to shut down like spoilers for the Direct.
Yeah.
Is that like there's something that's genuinely fun about sitting down and watching something, and it's like all this information coming at you at once, and it's like, oh my god, this is super cool. Like this is.
I agree with StephenVlog. There's nothing quite like a surprise big announcement like Banjo and Smash.
Yeah, like it's and it. So it depends. It depends heavily. If it's something that I'm gonna purchase.
Anything else to eat?
No, I'm fine.
I'm starving.
Okay, have another bit of bread if you want.
I might.
Yeah, like it depends. It depends, and like my opinions aren't the same as everyone else's, and they're not a blanket thing because some people really like leaks and they like knowing something ahead of time. And if that's you, that's fine. That's totally fine. But that's not the way I like to do it. I would rather wait until there's... To put it into this perspective, I would rather wait until I'm watching a video that has been produced where the company that is presenting this information is doing it in a way that they want to do it, as opposed to reading a sentence on a forum somewhere, and that's how I find out about information. You know what I mean? Like, those are so... I mean, yeah, if you read the little sentence in the forum, you'll know sooner, and you'll know ahead of everyone else. But that takes away what I think is the exciting part of, like, all of this, this big produced thing. And I'd rather see that, personally. Anyway. I see messages getting deleted. I'm like... As a reminder, actually, mods, put in the title of the breakfast stream. This would help a lot. Just do breakfast stream, vertical bar, node. Oh, it is? Well, good ideas that I have are already done. Anyway, I know everyone, it's hard. You have to hold your tongues about the Direct. Can't talk about the Direct at all. Shh. We will, like I said before, Mal and I will watch it and do a reaction after breakfast stream. And then we'll get that. Sure, why not? We'll get it posted today. I'm already doing a million other things. I can fit it in. I can make it happen. Why not? It'll be great. Spark says, "Will you be sharing your thoughts on the vlog or a separate video?" I'll do it in a reaction video. I'll probably talk a little bit about it on the vlog too. And yes, as Luna Boy says, I have the camera set up for it already. It is extremely convenient to have all of this set up. And there's a lot of ways to do it too, because like this is connected to OBS, so we can record straight to OBS if we want. But also, if we record to the hard drive for the camera, like we can record like 4K 60, and it looks better. And also, haha, I have a computer that can frickin' edit the Blackmagic footage now, so that's exciting. Neat. That was bits from Mr. Game Boy, who says, if anyone wants to join the team, we are accepting applications. All you have to do is follow up with an encore song topic. Want to join the team? Make an encore song. You'll be on the team. 9 months from HSU Adrian. Says, started college this fall. I've watched since middle school of 7th grade. Just wanted to give you that realization again this morning, as so many people in the community can relate. Thanks for everything you two do. Well, I'm always happy to have, again, been enjoyed for that many years consecutively. I think that's the big thing. It doesn't matter when people started watching. It's just, if we've been a part of your life for that long, that's the most impactful thing to me, I think. It means a lot. So. Also, I saw this. Yeah, Chaz answered this, but I'm going to say this publicly to remind everybody. Colin says, are you doing Extra Life weekend of Extra Life or earlier or later? Extra Life is October 24th. I'm going to say that out loud so everyone gets to hear that too, because that's important. That's important. We're going to be doing Wii games, and hopefully we'll have them all. We're getting closer every day. Not every day, but like, you know what I mean. Oh, and Luna Boy says, would the direct reaction be the first test of editing on the Mac, or is it still early days? No, I've edited some of the recent vlogs, actually. For both 2018 and 2020 have been cut on the iMac. So it's an interesting experience. I don't have everything laid out on my desk exactly how I want yet. I got a monitor. I'm very happy with the monitor, but the monitor is large, and I need to rearrange some things on my desk to see the monitor better. Because the monitor is 32 inches, and that's large. It's a great monitor, but it's you can be too close to it. And then you get this weird like vignette effect where you can't see the whole picture because you're too close to the screen. So I got to work on that. But I'll get to that today? Tomorrow? I don't know. I'm going to tell you all a story. It's going to be quick, and there's going to be like 2, maybe 3 of you that get it, and that's fine. Totally fine with it. Everyone else will just go, is this camera talk? What's happening? Yesterday I was cutting a vlog, and my highlights were illegal. They were up into like 108. And I brought them back down to legal limits to 100. And whenever I clicked my changes on and off, I realized it wasn't happening on my monitor. It was happening on the Mac, but it wasn't happening on the monitor. Nothing was changing. And then it occurred to me, because the monitor has color space modes, and I have it in Rec 709 color space mode, and it won't show me anything above 100 IRE because it doesn't exist. And it blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, this is what having a professional monitor is like. It was really cool. It like, it was just it really blew my mind. It was exciting. Spark says, I'm so jealous. It's cool. It's really cool. It's cool. Sparks is one of the 2 to 3 people that understood what that conversation meant. But yeah, it was neat. It was neat, and I was excited, and it just, it's one of those things like, the iMac is doing, it has its own color profile. It just says iMac, but it's P3 because all the Mac stuff is P3. And, like, that's fine because you get a wider gamut, but the problem is no one else uses them. It's just Macs. So having something that is actually replicating Rec 709 that you can rely on is really cool. It's really cool.
You ready to switch off that topic now?
Yeah. Spark says, I just look at my scopes and hope for the best. I mean, and that's fine. It's fine. If you're working between 0 and 100, you're good. But it's still really cool. It's still really cool. I was excited. And also, it hits 1,000 nits. So it is a legit HDR monitor. So if we choose to shoot HLG at some point in the future, because there's not a chance in hell I'd ever do SDR and HDR simultaneously. It's too much effort. But then if I did like an HLG workflow at some point, we could actually do it. So it's cool. It's cool. But again, 8-bit camera need to move to 10-bit first. Okay, I'm moving on. Chaz says, ready to move off topic. Yeah, narrator. He wasn't. I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it.
Welcome to Steven's, what's the website where you can sign up and get, like, lectures?
You got applesauce? Can I have a bite? Oh.
That was my right hand trying to feed you backwards.
That was great. You know what I wanted that for? It's chilled.
It's hot up here.
It's not hot until you point out that it's hot.
It's been like over 110 with heat index here, and it's so hot.
Little baby Steven clapping because he got his applesauce. I need to keep reading. 30 bits from Link, who says, I gotta remember the TRG family-friendly tier list. Steven is an S in... I forgot about this. Steven is an S on the streets and an E in the sheets. Well, he isn't on the streets. Disc Only was great. And you may not have picked up all the cables, but have you picked up the kepi from the floor?
No, but I took a picture of him coming upstairs.
Oh, did you?
Oh, he had his little paw, and he had his chin on it. Oh, he was so cute. Let me post it.
We love applesauce, by the way. In this home, we eat applesauce. Because it's cheap from Costco, and it's very good. That's really cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, you should crop it. You should crop it.
Instead of just posting it.
You should crop it square first. But then you should post it once you do that. Look at that. Angel! Okay, there will be a cat tax coming to your face momentarily. Please hold for cat tax. Got 300 bits from Satsu. He says, I put my back out cleaning after Steven called Chad out to tidy their crap up, but I did it. I'm rewarding myself with pancakes, and goodness, these are the fluffiest things I've ever created. Tweeted both of them at you. We'll have to take a
cat tax.
We'll have to take a look after breakfast stream. It's a cute boy. Look at that. Little stinker. I love him. Angelic.
Now he's on his side, just...
Yes, he's warm too. Also, Satsy brings up a great point. I did call chat out to tidy their stuff up. Now, I didn't get my stuff cleaned up completely, but I've done at least half, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I want to know about y'all. I called you out on Tuesday. I want to hear about some of the stuff you guys did. That's what I'd like to know. Who cleaned up stuff? What did you clean up? How well did you do? Brandon says, I cleaned up, I did laundry, I flippin' moved. Relocated 3 whole bins. That's something. Cleaned right before the stream. That's fine. Cleaned my shelves.
Repotted plants.
That's fine. Cleaned up my computer. That counts as something. Doing the dishes is good. Clean the bird cage.
Half the contents of my 2 closets.
Nice. Cash checks. That's a to-do. It still counts. Grant says, I'm not on trial here. It sounds like a lot of you did do some stuff, though. Okay, well, here's the good news. If you didn't clean anything since Tuesday, or if you missed Tuesday's breakfast stream, what we did is I had a lot of stuff on the floor, so I made a made a blood pact with chat that I would clean up my stuff, but they had to choose something that had bothered them for a while and deal with it. So that's what we did. So I've started the process. I'm more than halfway through it, so that's good.
You helped me with laundry, though, and laundry was mine.
Yeah. I mean, there's just been chores and stuff to do. So if you didn't do that, if you weren't aware of the blood pact, you have until tomorrow now. Is that probably?
If you weren't aware of the blood pact.
Seems like the premise of a good skit. I was not aware of the blood pact. Everyone's getting out knives and they're like, all right, so are we ready for this blood pact? And someone's like, oh, what's happening? We're doing a blood pact. It's like, it's a good skit. Can you show that on YouTube? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, clean something between now and the stream tomorrow night. We'll talk about it on the break. That's what I say. Brandon, enjoy work. I mean, to the best of your ability. If you can enjoy work, then enjoy it. 10 months at tier 2. It's Gold Toast from Superior LP, who says, double digits, can't think of anything clever. Brain not awake yet. Give it a little more time. Then you'll be good. We got 100 bits from Arms. Appreciate it. 7 months from Raven0765. Thank you. An anonymous gifter gives us up to Mind Lag. We get 300 bits from Kazuume. Says, did you do any render tests between the iMac and the old PC? It's going to be... So, like, exports are going to be pretty comparable.
Here's something I wondered about.
What's that?
I don't use compressor on mine. And you're like, wow, that's fast. Are you still using compressor? Or are you exporting from Final Cut?
I mean, I still use compressor because I have things to do.
Okay.
I'm a busy individual with many things to do, but they're actually probably comparable.
Okay.
The exports are going to be pretty comparable no matter what, though, because of Intel's QuickSync. QuickSync is a technology that can create H.264 videos, and it's a single core thing. So, like, there are other aspects of the computer that are faster, and there's even parts of the editing process that are faster. Rendering files within Final Cut is faster, but doing the exports themselves are not really going to... I mean, they're going to improve in speed a little bit, but the single core scores between like a MacBook and the iMac are pretty close. The multi-core scores are very different. The iMac is a monster compared, but that means whenever you're doing an export, it's going to be pretty similar. So, the biggest thing that I've noticed actually, just using the computer, is how I don't know how to put it, how more responsive it feels doing everything. Like, things that when I was working on the MacBook I had just kind of gotten used to. Every aspect of what I'm doing feels much more instant. So yeah. Anyway, long story short, the exports are going to be very similar in time. Very similar in time. I've thought about possibly enabling additional instances of compressor and testing that, but I can't imagine that's going to be faster than QuickSync. QuickSync's real good, so I apologize if that's just word salad to people. I'm trying to answer that question the best I can, and I realize I may throw in some words and some terms that are not generally accessible. Tyler says, it's okay, I like salad. The short version, Intel made a technology called QuickSync. It makes H.264 videos very quickly. Lots of computers have it. It's not just a Mac thing. It's an Intel processor thing. And it's, it makes videos go fast. But it's all about single core stuff. It's not about multi-core stuff, so. Even if you don't have like you don't have to have like a 12-core computer to make videos quickly if you're making them for YouTube, which takes H.264 videos. Now, if you were producing something for cinema, that'd be completely different, and I would absolutely get full advantage out of the 10 cores, but otherwise it's... I'm moving on. 153 bits from Mr. Gameboy 18. Mr. Gameboy, thank you. 30 bits from JJ102. It's JJ. JJ. Thanks. Just had to say thank you again for making my B-Day awesome. Hope you both are staying safe and stay awesome. We're doing our best. We're doing our best. We went shopping. Should have said that. We went shopping yesterday.
We really only made it to one place, because after we did the one place, I was like, we're tired.
We went shopping, and it was the first time we went shopping in 7 weeks. It is the longest we have ever gone between going to the store ever in our lives. 7 weeks is a long time. It's a really long time. And we won't be waiting that long. You don't like that song? Neither do they. We won't be waiting that long again, because we're going to be going in early October to get all of the supplies for Extra Life.
Yeah.
So we can feed people while they're here. So Chaz can eat. Chaz requires food. I know that people thought that maybe he just runs off of, like, dark energy.
We need to have a... Yeah, he does. We need to have a meeting at the beginning of October talking about what we need to get.
Yeah.
To see what everyone wants.
Yeah.
Like if Chaz wants Coke Zero or...
Called out. Actually, I take it back. I take it back. Chaz runs on Coke Zero. I remember for last Extra Life we bought, we got the Costco pack.
Yeah, we did.
We got the 36 Costco pack. Chaz was only here for like 3 days, and like half of it was gone. And I was like, "How did you do this? How?" And he was like, "I like Coke Zero," and I was like, "Oh my god!" Anyway, he likes Coke Zero.
Calling him out.
That's okay. It's okay. I do believe. Chaz says, I don't know if you were aware, but I was a bit busy during Xbox.
There was lots of grumblings from Chaz about things that were happening.
Yeah. One of my favorite aspects about Chaz is that Chaz will very sharply and loudly and quickly complain about a thing in such a way that you expect that it's impossible to fix, and then Chaz will fix it in minutes. And I'm like, well, why did you complain? And he's like, it's not that I wasn't mad. And I'm like, but you can do it. Case in point, example, that'll never get mentioned on a vlog or any other place. Whenever people watch Stephen and Friends videos, at least in the last, like, probably year, you'll notice that we have our names appear up on the screen. So whoever's talking at the time, their name shows up. Chaz programmed that. He basically... I don't know, but the best way of saying it is he went into Discord and he coded a special thing. I don't know how this works. He's coded a special thing so I can paste this, I can inject this code into Discord, and it will give me that readout, and then I can just grab the video of the screen, and Dan keys out the gray, and then we have the names, and it's great. It's magic. But Discord keeps updating, and when they do, it breaks. So Chaz has to fix it every once in a while. Well, this last Saturday, we went to record Animal Crossing, and I was like, Chaz, it's broken. And Chaz looks at it, and he's like, why would they do this? And I'm like, why would they do? He's like, they completely changed the thing. Why would they? And I'm like, oh god. I'm like, Chaz, I'm sorry. We don't need, like, it's fine. Everyone, and he's like, it's done. And I'm like, what?
He makes it sound like he has to recode everything from scratch.
He makes it sound like he can't do it. Like he's incapable. He's like, oh my god, why would they did what? Who's working over there? Who? And I'm like, oh Chaz, it's fine. We don't. And he's like, anyway, it's fixed. And I'm like, well then why did you complain? Chaz is like, on a scale from 1 to 100, Chaz is always operating at like a solid like 3, and then occasionally hits these blips of like 98. It's like 98, and I'm like, Chaz, I'm sorry. And he's like, it's fine. It's like straight back down to 3. And I'm like, well then why? I would rather we exist like concurrently in the middle instead of just these sudden like, oh my god, it's fine. As Chess says, it's fine. So, anyway, He fixed it. 300 bits from Ryan B06 who says, is this going to be on the exam? Yes. I expect a full essay
on 10-bit video.
On 10-bit video, Intel Quick Sync, and Rec 709. 300 bits from Shy, who says, for the most part, I agree with you on the leak policy and just big spoilers in general, not only for games, but anime too. There's nothing that makes me upset quite as fast as when I see a trailer for a show that's based on some pre-existing media, scrolling down to the comments and having someone say, you're all going to be so sad when this person dies in the end. To all those in chat, don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. So, for another little clarification, again, I don't mind if people want to engage in that. Like, if they want to learn stuff early, if they want to like dig into the leaks or whatever, that's totally on them. But agreed that you can't ruin it for someone else. If you want to know that information, then you're gonna have to bottle that all up inside and not shout it at the top of a mountain. And the other thing, and I've talked about this before, but maybe it was just on Discord or something, I really hate it when people read leaks, assume that the information is known, and then act like you're an idiot for not knowing the information. That gets on my nerves so much. Because people are like, how did you not know this character wasn't coming out? It's been known for months. And I'm like, it's not been known for months. They just announced it. That's officially when we know that it's announced. Just because you knew about it months ago doesn't mean that the general public did, and for you to act like everyone's an idiot is literally insane. So, yeah, again, if you want to look at leaks and stuff, that's fine. But your response when the information comes out is, you know, oh, it's so cool that this is real. I learned about this at a previous time, and I have assumed that it was real, but it's nice to have it, you know, confirmed, as opposed to, who didn't know about this? Y'all dumb. Okay.
It's not official till it's official anyway.
Exactly. On the subject of rumors, too, and this is a big thing for, like, camera rumors, you know, you also have to take things with a grain of salt, and you can't allow yourself to get too excited, because if people are announcing a new piece of tech, you can't be like, oh my god, this is going to be the greatest thing in the world, and then when it comes out, it's like, oh, whoops, the camera overheats. Sorry, Canon. 300 bits from Kazayumi. Did you check out the new NVIDIA RTX cards? Any plans to upgrade to one of them? I saw that they came out. But no plans to upgrade to them, just because I love my PC, but it is cursed. It is, like, Jeff can confirm, PC is cursed. We've run tests. We don't understand what's wrong with it specifically, but occasionally it just shuts off. Not sure why. We've done all sorts of different stress tests, and we're not sure what it is. Yeah.
Demons.
So when I finally get a new GPU, it'll be a part of like a completely new computer.
Can't risk any of those demons going to a new one.
Well, it's just, yeah. I mean, we just don't know what's happening exactly. We've you know, if Jeff
open Peggy inside.
If Jeff has tested it, then I just assume I'm like, Jeff's done everything he can do to find out. Because even Jeff told me, he's like, listen, he's like, your computer's cursed. I have no idea why it randomly shuts off. It was a huge pain. And it's been doing it for years. I remember when we were trying to record the last big heist we did with Dan Taylor and Alex, mm-hmm. that we were having a hard time getting through like the very last section. And we finally were making it through, and we're like, oh my god, we're doing it. And then my computer crashed, which disconnected out everyone, and we had to redo the whole thing again. And I was like, it crashes a lot. It crashed on Saturday, just mm-hmm. crashes. So at some point, Spark says, since before the Extra Life 2018 incident. Yeah, I think that was before that.
Yeah, that was.
The Doomsday Heist.
But that was another instance.
I think the Doomsday Heist was before that.
Yeah, I think it was.
Does the blue screen or just shut off entirely? What it does is it freezes.
During Extra Life, it sounded like sparklers were inside of it.
That was a different thing. Yeah, that's only ever happened once.
That was extraordinary.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's you know, it's unfortunate. The computer's been great otherwise, but it is unfortunately occasionally unreliable. So at some point in the future, there may be a reason that spurs me to just dive in and build a new one. As of right now, that hasn't occurred yet, so I'm still dealing with it. So I am using the same PC that blew up. There hasn't been a big push to build a new PC, because I haven't done enough on the PC to warrant it. I can guarantee you almost certainly what'll happen. I can see I got my third eye decalcified. I'm looking into the future here. Start doing streams, solo streams, playing a computer game. If my computer is crashing during the stream to the point where I can't get through the game, that will almost certainly be the trigger where I'm like, nope, done with this, fixing it, and then building something. Anyway, 300 bits from JJ, who says, very glad you both are doing well. Send my dark energy to Mr. Chaz. He is a mastermind. He is. He is. Chaz loves gifts of dark energy and Coke Zero, whichever you prefer. Whichever you have more of. We also got 100 bits from Game Master 9498. Appreciate it. And 300 bits from Zeosarn, who says, morning all. Situation has been resolved since we all last met, but now, super brekkie. Hash brown triangles, bacon, firm eggs, and mint matcha with lemon tea cake. Also, spoilers? Don't. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. We've started to pick up the necessary ingredients for super brekkie. We're missing hash browns.
We have 2 left from before.
Oh, do we?
Mm-hmm. Which we should finish before we go get more.
We went shopping yesterday, but we only went to Costco. We didn't go to the grocery store, but we're gonna do that once we mail out mouse painting.
Maybe before that. I don't know.
Maybe before that. It's not done yet.
No.
But it's so close.
I know it is.
I'm trying not to hype it up, but it's really good. It's just taken Mal a lot longer than we could have ever anticipated. I could probably give one more hint. My last hint was it's from a long-running franchise that started in the late 80s. Actually, I don't know if I said that. I just said it was 30 years old. Started in the late 80s. It was, oh, here, this will be great. This will be great. And this will be the last hint you get before the video's out. It was a popular arcade game. Throwing that out there. That still could be a lot of things. Still could be a lot of things. There's been arcade cabinets of even notable,
I've done some arcade game paintings.
Yeah. Yeah. No one says Arrow. Smithville says Sweats and Patreon. Yeah, patrons know. Patrons know. But everyone else... Oh, man. Sorry, White Wolf said Metal Slug. It's not Metal Slug, but now I really want Mal to do a Metal Slug painting. Whew. Whew. Alright, no more hints. 100 bits from the Warchman. And also 200 bits from JJ. Thank you both. I appreciate it.
Oh, Qbert would be good.
Stop saying things. Shh. You can't keep crossing things off. Just. Also, Qbert would not be good. That would not be good. Metal Slug would be cool, but the problem. Qbert would be cool to look at. I can't imagine that there would be people that would want to see a Qbert painting. It's my Qbert impression. I work on it every day. It would be neat. You'd have to sell it to Player's Choice. You'd have to make a painting and then go in and be like, you want this? And maybe they would. Who hasn't played Qbert? Because I bet it's a lot.
I haven't. I've seen...
You've never played it?
I just see it at the arcade.
And you've never played it?
No. Whenever we go into the arcade, which, I mean, in the before times...
So many people have not played
I'd play Galaga, and I would play pinball, and I'd be like, cool. And sometimes I would play...
Pole.
The stadium event... Pinball... Not... Pinball. The stadium
events.
Yeah, that's fun. it's a pain because I feel like sometimes you're like, if you're playing multiplayer, it switches who has what joystick. It's a pain. I don't know. And it's never clear whose turn it is or what controls are going to work or something.
Yeah. I'm really curious to
see who's played Q*bert.
To see who has played Q*bert.
I watched someone play it in the group.
So you're familiar with what it looks like?
Oh yeah, and like the gameplay? Yeah, I know. But also, I haven't personally played it.
Also, my impression of Q*bert was very accurate. Did you know Q*bert is a pink dino on the MSX? Why? That's illegal. Final score here. About 75%. So 3/4 are like, no. No, we haven't played Q*bert. Better question from James. What is Q*bert? Yeah. It's if you're ever at an arcade that has, if you're ever at an arcade, what? But if you're ever at an arcade that has it, it's worth playing. It was a big deal at the time. But it's fine.
What's the arcade cabinet I played? I played it in Japan, but I also played it in Weir's Beach.
There were a lot of games
The one
there.
that moves. Space Harrier.
Oh, yeah. Space Harrier is great.
That was fun.
Space Harrier is great.
In Japan, it was like, the volume was way too loud, though, and it didn't move. But it moves. And it's old, but it was incredible. I had so much fun playing it on the one that moved versus the one that was locked.
It's very rare that you can find a Space Harrier machine that
works.
That moves. Mm-hmm. But if you can, it's really freaking great.
Yeah.
And there's been a few people ask if we've seen Wreck-It Ralph. We have not.
I did.
What do you mean you did?
I've seen it.
When did you see it?
I don't know. I saw it sometime. Maybe on a plane.
We were gonna watch it together. Are you serious?
I'll watch it again. It was good.
When did you watch it?
I don't know. I don't remember, but I know I've seen it.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like we had this conversation after I watched it.
We're probably going to have this conversation twice a year for the rest of our lives until I finally watch it. Yes, someone actually sent us a copy of it in the mail. And it's one of those films that I'm aware of all the references and stuff, so I'm like, oh, I want to see that. I just really want to see, like, the references. But I hadn't had a chance to watch it because that's applied to so many aspects of my life. And,
I didn't know we were going to watch it.
In your defense, we haven't gotten to it yet, so you should not feel bad about watching it. It's fine. It's fine.
I'll watch it again. Especially if we watch the second one right after.
There's two?
Yeah.
Wait, there's a second one?
Yeah.
Is there really?
There is, really.
Was it straight to DVD?
No.
Renee, are you the one that said... Renee says, I only sent it to you 2 years ago. Sounds right. Sounds right. Armored Frog sent us, I believe it was Joel. You have to clarify if it was not, but I believe Armored Frog sent us a collection of Pixar Blu-rays in the past. And we have seen most of them, but we actually still have not seen Cars. Cars was in there, and we never saw Cars. We watched WALL-E. We watched Toy Story. We watched Rat Chef.
Ratatouille.
Personally, I think Rat Chef's a better title.
We watched WALL-E.
Up.
And Up. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we watched... That's right, we watched WALL-E in 480p! Rat Chef. Watch out behind you, Rat Chef. He gonna find you, Rat Chef. He's gonna cook a meal from his homeland.
Don't worry, GTA's starting up somewhere.
It's time to move on. It's time to move on. 24 months from Fossix, who says, wow, has it really been 2 years since I saw breakfast stream on StephenVlog in bed in Japan and wondered what it was? Anyways, thanks for all the entertainment through all these years. It's been a blast. Should I have some sausage to celebrate? Man, I remember now. I remember now. Fossix was in Japan at the very, very, very beginning. And that was a long time ago. Like, yeah, 2 years, which is not super long ago, but in the context of this year, it does feel like a decade. Fossix, I'm glad that you've been around. Coffee! And I'm glad that you are a part of the team. We appreciate you. And yes, have some sausage. 300 bits from JJ says, sorry, hit the wrong button. I have both Dark Energy and Coke Zero from Mr. Chaz. Hashtag Team Chaz. Galaga was my absolute favorite game at an arcade.
I love Galaga.
Galaga's a classic. Galaga is good because it's legitimately fun, but also it's still accessible, in my opinion. So many arcade games have the, there's a certain difficulty to them.
Some of them are so hard.
Which I think makes them inaccessible to modern audiences. Galaga is still accessible.
Oh, there's a vlog coming out of me playing Space Harrier. That vlog's not out yet.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Listen, my mind's been blown a few times because it wasn't that long ago on Breakfast Stream. I think we talked about the Earthbound box, and I was like, oh, I got this Earthbound box from Chaz. Yeah, well, guess what happens in the vlog that comes out today? Chaz gives me the Earthbound box. And I'm like, oh, that wasn't out. So, yeah, it's, it's interesting. It's interesting. That's interesting. Also, Oreo Speedwagon says, did you know that Galaga going faster, the fewer ships left, is not difficulty, but an intentionally left-in processing speed issue? Oh, old games. All sorts of fun little facts.
Come here, buddy.
Oh, did I just spoil? It's fine. It's fine. You'll find out soon. I'm gonna release it right after this.
Hi, Stinker.
Mods, please ban Steven for spoiling the vlog.
Hi.
16 months from
Hi,
Twitching
Kiwi.
Bug. He says, hello, grandparents of the internet. Hello, Twitching Bug of the Twitch. 300 bits from Shy. Says, we haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph. I have. What? When? Top 10 anime betrayals. That's how it felt. But again, it's very possible that Mel and I have had this exact conversation.
It has.
Yeah.
It is possible.
Yeah. My apologies to anyone who has ever sent anything with the intention of me watching it, and it has lived on my shelf.
Is he tall enough to be his little face seen?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh.
Little smug kitty. Here. Let me, where's the bar?
Kitty. Put that chin back up. Yeah. Voices scratches.
What a lovely boy. Lovely, lovely boy. Anyway, yeah, if you send something in, we got it. I really need to watch a movie before December. If I make it to December, I won't have watched a movie in 2 years.
We can do that on Sundays, but after we finish some of the big projects we need to finish before Extra Life.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do. So.
Jess says we'll watch one while we're there, okay?
Can I pick the movie?
No. I'm vetoing.
Why?
I'm vetoing
Why?
that.
I only pick good movies.
Chaz can pick the movie.
Only pick good movies.
Chaz picks the movie.
I literally I'm only capable of choosing good movies. Might be a little subjective. A little bit. George says, no, you don't. I do. I only, I as a general rule, I only watch very highly critically rated movies.
Chess says we can negotiate.
Okay. I pick good horror movies, by the way. I do. We actually just watched a cool little interview.
There's a whole video series that's part of in a playlist.
Yeah, that one, the one that we just watched isn't really.
No, it doesn't fit the playlist.
But it was still interesting. It was an interview with Jennifer Kent, who is the writer and director of The Babadook. And it was really interesting to get her perspective on her process.
Mm-hmm.
It was really neat. Also, The Babadook's great. Highly recommended, and very mild horror film, I think. Dan, Mao, and Lindsay didn't think that, so I guess, it's...
Your parents loved it.
My parents loved it. They could not believe anyone would ever find it frightening. And that is the household I grew up in, so... Just so you know. Yeah, I recommend... The Babadook, and then if you want something that's even less scary, that is actually smart, I've always recommended Cabin in the Woods?
Yes,
Cabin in the Woods.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Cabin in the Woods. I recommend that. Mike says, whose idea was it to watch Dogtooth? Dogtooth's great! Dogtooth is great!
Who were we talking about with the Jack Black movie?
Bernie?
Yeah, we were talking about Bernie. Were we talking to Roland about Bernie?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Bernie's great, too.
It's not obviously horror, but Bernie's a good movie.
Yeah, Bernie is really, really good. It is Jack Black's best work, and it is not a comedy. Well, it's a dark comedy. Very dark. But it's good. But yeah, Cabin in the Woods is really good. Cabin in the Woods is a good movie, a good horror movie for people that don't like horror movies. I've said that time and time again. It's got some of those horror elements, and then at some point it gets very smart, and you're like, oh, and it's worth checking out. No, I thought it was a movie recommendation. I was like, is my mom get a movie recommendation? Anyway, we don't have to watch a horror film. Chess says, okay, you got the direct react to record. All right. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be back for Breath of the Wild.
Yay!
Which is exciting. I am going to... I guess after this, we're going to watch the direct. I will do my absolute hardest, best...
To finish cleaning this room?
I was going to say to get that out today. It's a busy day. It's a really busy day. It's a really busy day.
It was a busy day before the direct.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and do that. I gotta get the first 20 ready for tomorrow, so the game can actually be playable by all of you, because I know you want to play the game, which means I gotta finalize all that stuff. Patreon video out today. It's not ready, so I'm just kind of like saying it'll be out today, with the sincerest hope that it will. And, a myriad of other things. So, yeah, it's going to be a day. It's going to be a day. Where's my... Oh, keyboard's not on. Wow. Now can record you doing a Patreon video as you clean up cables. I might do that. Finally. 300 Bits from Shire says, can the chat offer recommendations to the movie pool? Can I recommend The Happening? Only good movies. We've seen The Happening. Have you? I watched it.
No, I haven't.
I watched it in college at 2x speed.
What's the other horror movie?
It was the only way to tolerate that film.
What's the other horror
The trees
movie?
are gonna... the trees! That was the film.
What's the movie we watched with... Some Tucker vs. Evil?
Oh, Dale and Tucker versus Evil?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's not horror. That's a comedy.
Yeah.
But it was funny. Marky Mark yells at plants. Yes, it's the tagline of The Happening. God, The Happening is... Man, and as bad as The Happening is, it's still not as bad as Lady in the Water, which is the worst movie ever made. Both of them are M. Night Shyamalan films, right? Both of them?
I have no idea.
I think both of them. I think both of them are his films. They're both terrible. They're both really bad, but Lady in the Water is about 100 times worse. My parents fell asleep in the horror movie. And my mom was out within like 20 minutes, and my dad was out a few minutes later, and then I sat there and watched the whole thing, and I was just angry. I was just so angry that this was a movie that existed. I was like, it's not even good. Anyway. Hope you all have a wonderful Thursday. Stay on the lookout for a direct reaction today, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'll get it out tomorrow if I just can't get it out today, but I'll do my best. And we'll see you tomorrow for...
Breath of the Wild stream.
That's it. That's the thing. Oh, and 200 bits from TwitchingVlog. TwitchingVlog, thank you. All right. Have a great one. Can't wait to go jumping through Hyrule again tomorrow.